Seed in the round of 8 is the number 1 man on the grid. And by the way, that's his first Vegas pole. Chase Briscoe, his teammate, starts alongside. Back to row 2, another JG up Toyota, the man we just spoke to, Christopher Bell, and Chase Elliott. Row 3, all playoff drivers, top 5 positions. William Byron is there, and alongside his teammate, Kyle Larson. Bubba Wallace and his teammate, Tyler Reddick, they make up row 4. Back to row 5, Joey Logano, defending series champion. This was a big moment in that championship quest here a year ago. He shares that row with Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, and Alex Bowman on row 6. And we wind our way back to row 7. Very good qualifying from Shane Van Gisbergen. He starts alongside Ryan Blaney. As we check things out with Kimmy Coon. Kim?
Well, then Brian Blaney left yesterday's practice feeling like they had some work to do. They did take it a little conservative in practice because Vegas has bitten Ryan in the past. So one of the goals was to have a clean car at the end of Saturday. They did that. They'll start 14th. Crew Chief Jonathan Hassler said he has no doubt they can break into the top 10 to earn stage points, a main objective for the team here today.
Thanks, Kim. Going back to the starting lineup in row 8, Ross Chastain, a hot streak here. Top 10 in the last 4 races. Ryan Preece looking to improve on that third finish in March. We're back in row 9. We have Daniel Suarez starting next to Michael McDowell. Back in row 10, Eric Jones, driving for Legacy Motor Club. He'll start next to AJ Allmendinger. Back in row 11, Cole Custer next to the 22-year-old Carson Hocevar, the 77 car for Spiral Motorsports. Zane Smith, Ricky Stenhouse back in row 12. Zane Smith looking for a bounce back after that flip in Kansas. Row 13, Austin Dillon and the other Legacy Motor Club car, John Hunter Nemechek. Row 14, we see Justin Haley and Las Vegas native Noah Gregson back in his hometown for the race. I was excited, he says, when he returned. Back in row 15, John Barry and Todd Gilliland. How about you, Dylan Welch?
Well, Steve, everybody wants to do well today at Vegas, and if you look at the stats, this entire round of the playoff seems to bode well for Kyle Larson. Had the best average finish on these 3 tracks of all the playoff drivers when we raced them in the spring. His crew chief, Cliff Daniels, though, says, that's nice, but it doesn't really matter. Today, the important thing is to react, read the room, have the best day we can. Simply put, they just want to go race today. These guys are champions for a reason. They know how to get it done. They're unfazed by the challenges that lie ahead today and the next 2 weeks. Good stuff, Dylan. Let's finish up the grid for you folks before we drop the green. Austin Cindric no longer in the playoffs, unfortunately for the team. Penske driver shares that 16th row with Kyle Busch, the 2009 winner here on his home track. Then we got Riley Herbst and Brad Keselowski on row 17. We'll see what the three-time Vegas winner can do. Ty Dillon, Cody Ware, row 18. And then back to the final, row 19. JJ Yaley and Catherine Legg is back. This is her first start in a cup car on a 1.5-mile oval. Marty, what you got?
Joey Logano starts this round minus 24, the largest deficit to start the round of 8 in playoff history. And so Paul Wolf told me this weekend, I'm going to call races accordingly, meaning I feel like we have to win one of these next 3 races. Logano certainly has had success here at Vegas in the past, but Paul Wolf told me that last run of practice yesterday, speed-wise, was as good as we've ever been here at Vegas. Can he pull off the Vegas magic one more time and be the first team to punch their ticket to Phoenix? We'll find out.
Ready?
Getting close to race start. Steve likes the look of William Byron. Here's a pre-race pep talk.
I'm ready.
Appreciate you guys working. Let's show them what we're made of here.
Feisty, fiery, ready to go. I do like that 24, but I will tell you, all the playoff cars were so good in practice. It's going to be so fun.
Everybody wants good luck, good fortune when they come to Las Vegas. Well, you're going to need more than just good luck here today to guarantee yourself a spot in the championship.
Green flag is out. Let's go race it.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
To get the momentum, this corner easily wide open on restarts. It's all about who can push down the backstretch.
Briscoe looks for that inside run. Chase Briscoe. He believes that he can go all the way, not only just to the championship 4. He said, if you can get us to Phoenix, we can win the whole thing.
I said push. Briscoe scoffed at my suggestion of pushing a teammate and pulls right out and goes by the 19. Very impressive. See that little bit of bottoming out of the back of the 20? That's the rougher edge down there at 1 and 2. Cars will deal with that hitting the racetrack.
Drivers talk all the time about the bumps in 1 and 2. Look at that ring. Camry on the inside, the black and white mobile for Christopher Bell. We spoke to him pre-race. He's ready to make amends for what happened last year. He was on the charge, chasing Joey Logano down at the end of this race, and he lost by just 0.6 of a second. This is the road to redemption. He wants that win. He's never won in trucks, in Xfinity, or Cup here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Bell, you heard the excitement on the radio and talked about multiple lines. What perhaps he didn't mention, but I will, is just the raw speed. We saw practice, but that's very single file. When you put him out here 2x2 as Byron with a power move around the outside of the 20. The speed really shows up at this racetrack.
Two JGR teammates, two Hendrick Motorsports teammates. Here's a different look for Kyle Larson, that black and gold Zach Brown band car.
Yeah, coming to the Sphere this winter. Just another amazing attraction out here in Las Vegas, or something for everybody. I love this look. 3 and 4, smoother end on the front bumper. The Hunt Brothers pizza on board of Joey Logano. Let's listen to the throttle and just how much throttle he uses. It's unbelievable. Now the battle for third is heated up between teammates.
Chase Elliott, William Byron. And you heard that very spirited pre-race pep talk from within the 24 cam.
Ooh, a battle back from Chase. He can stay on that right rear quarter panel. It just looks feisty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows you have to get going.
Marty, tell us more.
Yeah, you saw Denny Hamlin lose the lead to his teammate Chase Briscoe fairly quickly, and there's a reason for that. It was Hamlin on the radio just seconds ago.
Sorry on the start, I couldn't get it into fifth.
Interesting, Steve. He couldn't get it into fifth gear. You watch the battle behind those Vegas racing cars. So how much would that slow Hamlin down if he couldn't quite get it into fifth gear on the start?
Well, it's very, very difficult for a car to accelerate without these clean shifts, a sequential gearbox. So really, anymore, these drivers don't even have to blip the throttle. You just pull back on the lever and it goes through. So for me, it definitely will slow the car down. My bigger concern is this a nagging issue that will continue throughout the rest of the day? Jeff Burton has joined us up here in the booth. Jeff, we don't hear a lot of shifting issues anymore with this sequential gearbox. Hopefully it's just a standalone issue for the 11.
Yeah, you hope so, because on restarts, that could be a big detriment. If Denny has to pause for just a second to make sure he gets it in gear, that means he's lost some momentum, and that could be a problem, especially in a late race restart.
And that pass happened on the backstretch. I assume, you see him in fifth gear on the telemetry right here. Right? That's how they run the entire lap. No real shifting here, I don't think. But on the initial start, you probably don't even get high gear until the exit of turn 2. Not even all the way out of the throttle right there.
Denny Hamlin is in a club of one as far as the NASCAR Cup.